I'm going to be ranking the top 10 point guards in NBA 2K23. My team, let me know in the comment section down below who are some of your guys' favorite point guards in the game right now, and let me know what you guys would change about my top 10 as well. But coming in at my number 10 spot is going to be Galaxy Steph Curry. Now, I will say right away, if you guys know how to use this card's jump shot, you know, his sigs, his animations, and you know how to 3-hunt with him, he can obviously be a way better point guard than at the number 10 spot. Just for me, I still like using Curry, and I still think I'm pretty decent with the card. Just for me, I like a card that can rim run a little bit more. And yes, he's not bad defensively, but I wouldn't say he's a great defender either because of his height and his wingspan and his player model as well. But this card offensively, if you know how to use him and you really know how to take advantage of his jump shot, his leaner, his dribble sigs, I mean, he can easily be a top 5 point guard in the game. Just for me, he's going to come in at the number 10 spot. At my number 9 spot is going to be Pink Diamond Gary Payton. For me, I just value defense a little bit more. He's a point guard, shooting guard, 6'4" with a 6'7" wingspan. You take a look at the defensive stats: 98 steal, 98 lateral quickness, 98 perimeter, and then he also does have an 87 interior defense and an 80 block as well. I mean, that's why you want Gary Payton on the court, is going to be to be a great defender. He's also got Hall of Fame challenger, clamps, glove, interceptor, and menace as well. I mean, even playmaking badges wise, he does have goal quick first step, unpluckable, clamp breaker, and then shooting badges wise, he's going to be glitch, so he does have a 92 3 ball, 89 mid range, and some pretty good shooting badges: Hall of Fame agent 3, gold amped, blinders, catch and shoot, corner specialist, deadeye, guard up, and limitless range as well, all going to be on gold. So I mean, this card can definitely create on the offensive end, but mainly going to be a lockdown defender. And then guys, coming in at my number 8 spot is going to be Pink Diamond LaMelo Ball. I will say, I know some people probably really like using this card and are really good with him, but for me, I've noticed I'm really not the best with this LaMelo Ball card. He's a point guard, shooting guard, 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan, so obviously a great height for that point guard position. But stats wise, I mean, the card doesn't really stand out compared to other point guards. Like, I mean, his stats are very, very average for a Pink Diamond. I mean, I will say jump shot wise though, that's why he's one of the best point guards, since he has one of the best point guard jump shots, and then he also does have the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner as well. So his movement's pretty good for a 6'7" point guard. He can shoot the normal leaner, and he has one of the best point guard jump shots in the game. So I mean, that's why this card is a top 8 point guard. But for me, really don't like him on the defensive end. Like, I don't think it's crazy to say that Curry's not that much worse of a defender than a guy like LaMelo Ball, because at least he has some good stats and badges. Where you look at a guy like LaMelo, I mean, his stats are really not the best, and defensively badges wise, he's missing a key badges, right? Only bronze clamps really isn't the best, you know, silver challenger, glove, where a guy like Curry actually has those badges, I'm pretty sure, at least on gold, right? He's got that gold clamp, so he's got that gold interceptor, menace. So for me, I do think LaMelo Ball is still a really good point guard. Just going to come in at the number 8 spot. At my number 7 spot is going to be Pink Diamond Russell Westbrook, and this is probably really surprising, and I'm not really sure if many people would have him at the number 7 spot. I am leaving John Wall off this top 10. I think he's probably the 11th best point guard, but just for me though, I like Russ's slashing ability. He's a point guard, shooting guard, 6'3" with a 6'7" wingspan, and he's probably still the best point guard rim runner in the game, meaning he's just unstoppable going to the basket. 95 driving dunk, 95 vertical. He's got Hall of Fame limitless takeoff, posterizer, and some amazing, you know, dunking animations as well. For me, his movement's pretty good. He's good at getting to the basket, and this card finishes everything at the rim. So for me, this one is really preference based. I just really like his slashing ability and think he's one of the best offensive point guards just because he's unstoppable at going to the basket. And then coming in at my number 6 spot is going to be Pink Diamond Magic, and this is a really another controversial one. I feel like for me, it just really comes down to preference. I'm not great with this Magic Johnson card. I mean, I understand why he's really good, and a lot of people have him as the best point guard or top 3 as well. I just really don't like his jump shot. I'm not great with his movement, but I do understand he is a 6'9" point guard and he plays some great defense. For me though, I'm just really not that good with this card. I do think if you know how to use him, just like a guy like Steph Curry, he could easily be a top 5 point guard and probably even top 3 as well. But for me, Magic Johnson gonna come in at the number 6 spot. And then guys, halfway into my list here, at the number 5 spot is going to be Pink Diamond Lonzo Ball. I think he's very similar on the defensive end to a guy like Magic. Just for me though, I do like his jump shot a little bit more, and I think his dribble sigs and kind of movement is better as well. So for me, he's basically just a little bit shorter Magic Johnson, but does have a way better jump shot and way better movement as well. But Lonzo gives you some good defense. He's going to be good at going to the basket as well. Great playmaking stats. He is missing though, I will say, the flaw about this card is the fact that he only has bronze claim breaker, and bronze quick first step. That is easily the two biggest flaws about this card, and he is missing limitless range as well, which isn't as big of a deal, but clamp breaker only being on bronze and bronze quick first step is definitely a huge flaw with the card, but in my opinion, still the 5th best point guard. And then guys, coming in at my number 4 spot, this also might be surprisingly, I think my top 10 point guard list is a lot different than everybody else's point guard top 10. So that's why I want to hear your guys' opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys would change. And I do think it's kind of cool to see everybody's different opinions, because I think it'd be kind of boring if everybody just had the top 5 top 10 point guards in the game. So I do understand mine might be a little bit different, but that's just because these are the cards that I like using and think are the best. But Donovan Mitchell is a shooting guard point guard, 6'1" with a 6'10" wingspan. I know a lot of people say he's only 6'1", he's gonna get mashed underneath, and that's definitely a possibility. If you play a guy like Magic Johnson, some other point guards we'll talk about later in the video, he can definitely get mashed. But for me, I feel like I've learned how to play really good help defense, where I feel like I don't really get mashed inside with smaller point guards. And if you know how to use her and play really good on-ball defense in the paint, I think you can definitely stop guys like Magic. At least in my experience, I've been able to stop Magics and Penny Hardaway's underneath the basket. And then offensively, I mean, this card's an absolute demon. I don't think anybody would disagree with the offense about this card, because offensively, one of the best point guards in the game. The only flaw with this card is the fact that he's 6'1", but like I said, for me, not really that big of an issue. And then coming in at my number 3 spot is going to be the Diamond Shave from the Tis of Season set. He's a point guard shooting guard, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He's got a great jump shot. If we go to animations, he's got a jump shot on quick timing. He's got the best dribble style in the game, the MJ dribble style. Stats wise, I will say nothing too crazy stats wise. He does have a 90 ball handle, 92 speed with ball, Hall of Fame clamp breaker, and quick first step as well. I've noticed using this card that he's really good at getting to the basket, and even though he only has an 80 driving dunk, I feel like he dunks the ball at a lot higher rates and is a way better finisher than only an 80 driving dunk. So for me, I do believe Shea is the 3rd best point guard in the game. And then coming in at my number 2 spot is going to be Pink Diamond Penny Hardaway. Now, I know a lot of people still believe he's the best point guard in the game, but I'll talk about why I have him at the number 2 spot and who I have at the number 1 spot. But for me, Penny Hardaway, still a really good 6'7" point guard, 6'10" wingspan, gives you some really good defense as well. But now, guys, talking about the best point guard in the game, at least in my opinion, is going to be the new Galaxy Don Ol from the Flash Forwards promo. Now, just to kind of explain, you know, why I like a guy like Don Ol better. For me personally, I'm not really the biggest fan of these taller point guards, the Penny Hardaways, the Lonzo Balls, the Magic Johnsons. I do understand that they're really good point guards, and that's why I have them really high on my list. It's not really just me saying like they're terrible, you can't use them. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I prefer using these shorter point guards. He's 6'3" with a 6'8" wingspan, and offensively, he definitely is the best offensive point guard in the game. I will say this 80 driving dunk as well, it is not an 80 driving dunk. I mean, this card, he has some great dunking animations, and he basically feels like Russ going to the basket. Like, he's got some amazing slashing ability, and then jump shot wise, he's got that Derrick Rose base. When that Pink Diamond D-Rose came out from the trophy case set, it was one of my favorite jump shots in the game. So it might just be me being really used to the Derrick Rose jump shot, but he's also got Rudy Gay upper on quick timing as well. So he's got a great jump shot for a point guard. He's also got the normal leaner as well, and then dribble sigs wise, I should say, he's got the MJ dribble style, and he's got that Russell Westbrook size up animation, which makes Russ really good at going to the rim. So I do think like this 80 driving dunk really doesn't tell the full story when it comes to going to the basket and slashing around the rim. Other than that, though, he's a great 3 hunter, and defensively, I mean, if you take a look at his stats, they're really good defensively. 95 steal, 95 lateral quickness, 95 perimeter. If you were to give this card a shoot boost as well, he's going to have an 83 block and an 82 interior defense. I mean, that's really good for a point guard that has some good defensive badges as well. Hall of Fame challenger, glove, clamps, menace, and he's got some pretty good gold ones as well. So I mean, the card plays way better defense than maybe you would think, and he's going to be easily the best offensive point guard in the game with easily the best point guard jump shot, except for maybe a guy like Curry or a guy like LaMelo Ball. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 10 point guards, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.